my channel. I hope you guys are all doing really good. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Jackie and welcome to my channel. I have been wanting to film this particular video now for a while. About a month ago or so, I was playing with my brows and I wanted to just kind of change up the routine. I was so stuck in my old ways that I wanted to kind of just, you know, experiment a little bit with them. Doing so, I discovered this great technique that changed my brow game. Now, you don't need these exact brands. You can work with what you have, but this is what's worked for me and this is what I've been using. So the first one is this Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This is a clear gel and it is a brow setter, like it says. What I love about it is I love brushing my brows in an upwards position with this clear brow gel. The reason I like this one in particularly because it keeps my brow hairs up. I have used many clear brow gels and I know that at the beginning it just keeps them nice and up, but later on in the day they start moving downwards. They're so used to, you know, growing in their own direction that they stay and go back to those directions. But this will keep your brow hairs upwards. The other one is a brow gel with color. Now I like them to be dark, so I either use a dark brown or even black. Right now I'm using Browfood, this Velvet 3D Brow Glide. This is a little funky because it also has like a felt tip at the end, but I don't use it, so just ignore the little brow felt tip at the end. What I use is the spoolie side. I just happen to like this brand and I love this color. This is actually charcoal, so you can use any brow gel with color, and I'll explain to you why. I also like the NARS brow gel. This is like a medium to a dark brown NARS brow gel. That's another one that I use. And then the next item is a pomade. I personally like a pomade. You could use a pencil, but I find that the pomade just does a better job at creating those hair design, those hair-like strokes with a brow brush. This is, I want to say, a 1/4 angled brow brush. This one's from Morphe and it's an M158 with a spoolie at the end. And I'm using the Anastasia brow pomade. I've also used the NARS. I've also used the Morphe. Any brow gel is good. You can use a pencil, like I said, but if you want to achieve that real natural brow, I kind of like the pomades better. You'll also need Q-tips in case you want to like clean up any mistakes, because sometimes, you know, when you do the brow gel color, it could get a little messy. You'll see as I do the brow tutorial, you'll see the techniques and the steps that I do to create these nice bushy brows. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I create my brows, then just stick around. The first thing I'm going to use is this clear brow gel, the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, and I'm just going to brush my hair up. Just brush your hair upwards, make them as high as you can go. Just keep brushing them, going upwards like this. So once you have all the brow hairs up the way you want them, I go now, since it's kind of like tacky and also kind of drying up the clear brow gel, coating it with the dark brow gel, you're gonna notice that it's almost like acting as like a primer to the actual color. So kind of like when you prime your lashes, you use the primer and then you use the mascara. This is the same concept. So the clear is going to work almost like a primer, so that when I use the dark brow gel, it almost becomes like a thicker coat to each hair. So it's making already my brows look fuller. So you see already my brow hairs, look at that, from when we first started, how much fuller it's looking. And you see that? That's the reason why I say you need a Q-tip, because, you know, in my case, this kind of brow gel that I'm using, the Browfood has a sponge at the end, and you know, the Q-tip is good just to erase any mistakes that you've made. I'm gonna go into the brow pomade. Now you see how it's starting to shape out? Look how natural it looks. To me, it looks like a natural. I mean, obviously it's done up, but it's a more realistic approach to the brow routine as far as, you know, before when I used to just start right away with the hair-like strokes or the pencil. I like to set the hair first and then go into drawing out the hair. Now this is a step that you can skip, but I love to do this because it really cleans them out. It almost makes your brows look like you just got them like tweezed or waxed. I'm gonna use my eyeshadow base from NYX. I'm sorry that it's so old and junky, but this eyeshadow base is what I like to use to carve out my brows, because it just, like I said, it makes your brows look like you just got them done at the salon. And I like a color that's very close to my natural color. I don't like the brows to be highlighted, how sometimes people use a lighter shade to kind of like sculpt them. This is the 03, and it just makes it look like you got your brows just done, pretty much. Again, you can skip this step, but I love doing this. And because I already had my eyeshadow on, I like to also clean out the bottom before my eyeshadow, but I skipped that step because I did all my makeup and didn't do my brows. So you see how it looks a little bit cleaner than that one? And then I like to get my sponge and kind of tap right on it so it's blended out. And then do this side as well. And then kind of like too much product, kind of go up. And there you go. And that's how I get my brows done. Guys, I hope you found it easy to follow. I love this brow technique that I've discovered. It takes me no time to do my brows, a lot faster than the brow steps that I used to do prior to doing this technique. I'm gonna link down below my very first video how I, brows is something that I started with in makeup when I was very young. The brows was the first thing that I dabbled in when it came to my face. I mean, before mascara, eyeliner, maybe not before lip balm, but the brows was something that I definitely was one of the very first things that I played with as far as makeup goes. And the video that I'm gonna link on the bottom will explain to you why. But brows is something that I have been doing for so many years, and I really love this technique. I hope you find this helpful and you try this technique at home. It's very easy. Let me know what you guys think if you do try it. Let me know down below if it worked for you, and if you guys have any tools or any techniques that you think I might benefit from, let me know as well down below. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. Give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to share, subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you guys for watching.